The secret to happiness is not always doing what one wants, but always wanting what one does. When you love someone, you love the person as they are, not as you would like them to be. Due to the self-confidence with which he had spoken, no one could tell if what he said was very smart or very stupid. Happiness does not depend on external things, but on the way we see them. Everyone thinks about changing the world, but no one thinks about changing themselves. All we can know is that we know nothing. And that is the summit of human wisdom. The only absolute knowledge a man can achieve is that life is meaningless. If you seek perfection, you will never be content. Only people who are capable of loving strongly can also suffer great sorrow, but this very necessity to love serves to counter their pain and heal them. If you want to be happy, be. If we admit that human life can be ruled by reason, then all possibility of life is destroyed. My principal sin is doubt. I doubt everything, and I am in doubt most of the time. Is it really possible to tell another person what one feels? I believe it's true that there are as many minds as there are heads, there are as many kinds of love as there are hearts. Happiness is an allegory, unhappiness a story. It's much better to do good in a way that no one knows anything about. There are no conditions to which a person cannot get accustomed, especially if they see that everyone around them lives in the same way. What a strange illusion it is to suppose that beauty is goodness. The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. Government is an association of men who do violence to the rest of us. Without hypocrisy, lies, punishments, prisons, fortresses, and crimes, no new power can arise, nor can the existing one be sustained. Kings are the slaves of history. Pure and complete sorrow is as impossible as pure and complete joy. We walk to meet in the moment of our love, and then have gone irresistibly adrift in different directions, and there's no way to alter that. In the name of God, stop a moment, cease your work, look around. Digging in our souls, we often unearth something that ought to have lain there unnoticed. Be bad, but at least don't be a liar. There is no greatness where there is not simplicity, goodness, and truth. Wrong does not cease to be wrong because the majority share in it. There is something in the human spirit that will survive and prevail. There is a tiny and brilliant light burning in the heart of man that will not go out no matter how dark the world becomes. All great literature is one of two stories: a man goes on a journey or a stranger comes to town. You can love a person dear to you with human love, but an enemy can only be loved with divine love. But the law of loving others could not be discovered by reason, because it is not reasonable. Seize the moments of happiness, love. That is the only reality in the world. Everything else is insanity. All I know because of love. Man cannot possess anything as long as he fears death. But to those who do not fear, everything belongs. What matters in making a marriage happy is not so much how compatible you are, but how you deal with incompatibility. If there were no suffering, man would not know his limits, would not know himself. Now he felt that he was not only close to her, but that he did not know where he ended and she began. Marital life is a boat that carries two people through a stormy sea. If one of the two makes any sudden move, the boat sinks. At best, praise or acclaim is necessary for the simplest and friendliest of relationships, just as grease is necessary to keep the wheels turning. To get rid of an enemy, one must love him. Every lie is a poison. There are no harmless lies. Only the truth is safe. Only the truth gives me comfort. It's the only unbreakable diamond. In the midst of winter, I find within me an invisible summer. Writing laws is easy, but governing is difficult. Nothing is as necessary for a young man as the company of intelligent women. The true life is lived when small changes occur.